Pisces, hello. We're going to wrap up the month by looking at this Taurus new moon eclipse that's showing up this week on the 30th of April. We're going to look at what's being released, what is coming in. Ooh, I like this. You get the overall theme is the purity card, so it's like a clean slate kind of energy there. And the specifics of what's coming in, we have gratitude in the reverse. So I do feel like you are really stepping into this energy of like gratitude, thankfulness, just being so relieved, I want to say. Because I do feel like in the past you've had to look to others for help, and I feel like that's something you're not used to doing. I feel like you're typically the one that offers up assistance to others, and I feel like you've had to kind of humble yourself in a way and really seek guidance and help from others in the past. I also feel like when we get the Saint, it looks very much like the Hierophant. So it's commitment. It is long-term work, career, relationships. There could be some releases in that. I feel like you've had a lot of spiritual growth here. You can see how it's like his hat is glowing. It's almost like his crown chakra has been opened. You've had a ton of spiritual growth here. And I feel like you've put in the work and you're finally stepping into like reaping the benefits and just feeling really good about what's showing up here. All right. Now there could be a commitment that you're releasing, like a relationship or a job, right, that you're having to let go of. But I do feel like if that's the case, there's some really positive new things coming in here that you're going to be like sitting in this energy of like just thankful that it happened. Whereas up to this point, you might not have been able to see. You can see how she's kind of blindfolded here. It's like you might not have been able to see how this was going to work out in your favor, right? It could have been really hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I do feel like that's coming in on the front end of this eclipse. So keep in mind, this is just a snapshot. Eclipse energies go on for months. So this is just to give you an idea. I do recommend you check all your big placements. So if you have any stelliums, you could look at those signs. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. Check them out and see overall what you can kind of expect from this new moon eclipse in Taurus. We're going to pull some tarot and clarify. And yeah, we'll see. We have the Fool, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you've really had some losses here, and it's like that's being recovered. It's like all the things that have been lost are being replaced by something. There could be some work coming in where you're having to pay off debt, or but there's like money coming in that's going to help with that. If you've accumulated debt or you've had some sort of loss. And I feel like it's because you've really put in the time and effort, even though you didn't know if it was going to work out, right? We have the Page of Cups, the World, and the Eight of Cups. The Empress, love that. The Ten of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune, love that too. So yeah, there's been a really big journey that you've been on for yourself here. I do see that there could be new commitment coming in as well. New love offers showing up here, perhaps apologies, somebody desiring a new beginning with you. And I feel like it's been after quite the endings that have happened for you. This sort of inner journey you've been on, dark night of the soul kind of thing that you've kind of been through. And I feel like you're going to see why all this happened. It's like you're going to have hindsight, right? As to why things had to happen the way they did in order to set you up for this new clean slate and all of these lovely reasons to be grateful for things having happened the way they did, which of course we have a really hard time seeing when we're going through the endings, when we're going through the pain of separation or loss, right? But with the Empress here, the Wheel of Fortune, the World, the Fool, I do feel like there's definitely some new starts coming in here. We have, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil, the Ace of Cups. Could be dealing with a Capricorn here. Five of Swords, Three of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords. There's been a lot of unknown, yeah. Like stuck in the head, trying to heal. I feel like you've been really busy, Pisces, in what you've been kind of going through here. And there's new starts coming in. Something that's going to be really... How do I want to put this? Solid? Because with this Devil card, I'm actually just getting like passion and excitement and attraction, and even stability here, like the Capricorn aspect of it. I'm not feeling this as any sort of negative energy, which the Devil can certainly represent sometimes. New starts here. I actually feel like you're kind of getting out of and releasing any sort of toxic situations or people. And I feel like you've been doing that for some time, actually. So let's clarify and take a look. We're going to look at this thing that's being released. So this would be like the Scorpio area of your chart, because the Scorpio is the south node. It's the sign that sits opposite to Taurus, and it's what we're letting go of for all these eclipses. So this in particular, we have the Saint, the Fool, the Page of Cups, and the Empress here. We're going to figure out what this is. There's been a lot of spiritual learning and growth here. With the Fool, we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you couldn't see how things were going to change. We're getting a lot of that here. It's like you were not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's coming to an end. And Temperance. And I feel like it's been a long, slow process here. You've had to do a lot of healing. You've had to have a lot of patience for your next new beginning to come in. And I felt like I picked up on this for, maybe it was Cancer, where it was like things ended and then there was just this crazy long period of like a void, a limbo of some kind, before things would start again in a new area, right? Page of Cups. We have the Six of Swords. And the Ten of Wands. So we're definitely laying some burdens down and we're moving forward here. Again, there's been endings and you've had to kind of remain curious and open to the possibilities. And that's not been easy. I do feel like you've, again, opened up a lot of intuition here. Maybe that's a specific thing that you've kind of been focusing on, like really trying to work on your third eye, your crown chakra here, in order to kind of, well, maybe not in order to, maybe that's the wrong way of saying it, but I feel like because you've done some of that work and your crown and your third eye has opened up, you've actually been more open to inspiration and possibilities. So it's kind of like you're kind of got your feelers out there and you've been waiting for something to say, yes, that's the next thing, if that makes sense. With the Empress, we have the Two of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So you could have been dealing with a Scorpio, another water sign here. Again, there's a lot of intuition going on. I want one more there. And the Knight of Swords. I feel like you might have a choice in love here when it comes to commitment. Perhaps you've had, I feel like it's almost like you've been waiting to get some info back or hear some news when it comes to a work situation or someone here making a decision. So take that as it resonates. I do feel like your work life is going to get busier moving forward. There could be a lot of improvements in that area, and we kind of talked about that with this Five of Pentacles here, like things improving past the point of this hardship you might have been in, and it's because you've continued to persevere. But I do feel like you've also been trying to find something here that really resonated with your heart, and trying to use that intuition to really know and help guide you towards the next thing. Like, what's going to get me out of this limbo and into a more peaceful, stable, and balanced, and maybe even prosperous part of my life, right? So let's look at what's coming in now. So this is kind of the energy you're leaving behind, which means all of this is changing and turning into some sort of new start here. So again, it's this energy of really stepping into gratitude is going to be what's really different here. And I feel like it's because you've been humbled here. You've been put through the ringer, and so maybe there's this new level of appreciation for things as they start to show up. Let's look at this five. I'm actually gonna spread these cards out one more time. They're kind of all over the place. We have the Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. I do feel like you've kind of, there's a possibility some of you have walked away from a job in the past, and it's like you've opened up space for something new to come in. That's not going to be for everybody, but with the Five of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you've been really persevering here. And I do see that there's an offer showing up. This could be a job offer coming in that you've really been working towards. I just feel like there's been a lot of work that you've been doing, and maybe without a whole lot of movement until now, right? The Eight of Cups, we have the Two of Wands. It does look like there could be some additional things that are having to be released here in order to bring in, I love that we're getting the Nine of Pentacles here. Again, money's looking really positive here, Pisces. Some of you might have to decide to step into an independent energy here and really just kind of spend some time there, building up your bank account, taking care of yourself, really putting yourself first here. I want to see, why the Eight of Cups? I want one more. There's definitely a choice here. There could be something you're needing to still walk away from from the past that maybe you haven't wanted to look at here. For others of you, it's like you already walked away from something and you're single, and now there's maybe an offer being presented here, like a love offer, an offer of commitment, and you're having to decide if you're even ready to reconnect or to get into a relationship dynamic. With the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, 10 of Cups, wow. Talk about some gratitude energy there, like real happiness. And 8 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is like dream job energy showing up here. I love that. Positive karma for all the work you've been putting in. And again, just keep going. If you're watching this and you're just broke, or you've been really working forever without seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, and you just are getting to the point where you think it's never going to change, I do feel like there's something coming in here on the tip of this eclipse, and it's looking really good. It's gonna be kind of a journey here. I wanted to get another one here with this 8 of Cups. We got the Page of Swords. It's almost like you're starting to see how, again, okay, it's this energy of being able to look at the past and have this hindsight as to why things happen this way. And I feel like that's how you're able to step into such gratitude and abundance here. Because now you're starting to see why things had to end the way they did. Okay. Let's look at the main themes here. We have the Snow Moon, which is talking about like purity, this new, brand new slate kind of energy. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the World, and the 10 of Swords. So I do feel like we're stepping out of these really rough endings. The karma, the lessons, they've been completed, and there's this new start here. Let's see, 7 of Pentacles. We have Justice. So good karma coming in. Yes. And the 5 of Wands. I actually feel like you have just, man, Pisces, you've really fought hard to keep going here. Yeah. I feel like you've burned some serious karma here in the last while. With the World, we have the Magician. So yeah, you're closing these things out, and look at that Ace of Cups, new beginning right here. One that's emotionally satisfying too. Could be new love coming in. Could also be a water sign, Taurus or Libra showing up. Maybe even a Virgo, Gemini. That's not going to be for everyone, but there's this lovely new beginning you've been waiting for. You didn't see it coming. You weren't sure if it was ever going to show up. Here it is, and then we have the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like some of you are going to have a new offer of commitment and love show up here, and it's going to be someone that's ready to put in the work, ready to potentially heal something. So if you're dealing with someone from the past, or they're just going to meet you toe to toe in order to create this lovely relationship dynamic between the two of you. With the 10 of Swords, we have the 4 of Swords. So we're healing. We're still healing from all these endings. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. I also feel like you're kind of coming into this understanding that as this kind of all closes out and all these new lovely things start to show up for you, Pisces, I feel like you're starting to really heal your resources, right? So again, you're building back up those bank accounts. You're fixing up your home. You're just taking care of you and yours. And you're going to be able to do that because there's money showing up. So if you've really tapped into the funds or the savings in order to kind of get you through this rough period, that's going to get built back up. Like, it's going to come back to you. I also feel like you're going to see that you had all the resources that you really needed to get here. Again, how we were talking about, maybe there were people that you had to reach out to for help, and that was kind of a humbling experience for you. Maybe that's not something you've normally had to do. It looks to me like you're going to be able to pay those people back, or you're going to be able to have gratitude for that and get back on your own 2 feet here. But you're going to be able to look back at everything, again with this hindsight, and realize, wow, I really had everything it took to get through that huge change in my life. And it might have been several changes all at once, right? So I like that. For some of you, there's also a prior commitment, right? We were talking about this potential marriage or long-term commitment that is also presenting itself to be healed. I'm seeing the Queen of Wands here, so it could be with a Leo there. I like this. I like this. So as you can see, there's all kinds of new things showing up here. So it can be in love, work, creative endeavors, and it's going to be different for everyone. So just take it as it resonates. Definitely check out your other placements, and I hope to see you next week. We're going to look at May, see what's coming in. Bye.